I put a poll on my YouTube channel where I asked players what's the #1 thing you're looking forward to with the upcoming Nulgath finale in AQ3D. I asked this question because I recently posted a video in regards to the Nulgath finale, what we're expecting, and some of the things we're getting. And so I wanted to get the community feedback on that, posting a poll on my community section on YouTube. Now, if you guys did not see this poll, then you might not have the notifications on for this channel. If you don't, you might want to turn it on so you can respond to polls like this, and you'll be aware of it because you'll get a notification that I posted a poll, and then you can go and vote and whatnot. So, but let's get into this and see what we have from the community, the people that posted. Now, there was 456 votes on this poll. 34% of these said the story, and I'm actually surprised. I was not expecting that many people to be looking forward to the story of it. So this is pleasantly surprising. So we got items. That's the next one in. 24% said items. I also posted items from AQ Worlds. 16% said that is something that they're looking forward to. Merging this together, it is higher than story, but still, it's... So, and then don't care is for people who just don't care. They either they're not interested in the Nulgath saga, they don't play the game, or other reasons. Maybe they hate the grind. I should have put that in there, actually, maybe because, but anyways. And then other, to comment below, 5%. I previously read through these comments, and I'm really surprised at what some of the things was mentioned. But anyways, we'll get into it. So mostly looking forward to the finale of the story. The end of all this material grinding is also pretty high up there. And this is the focal point right here. Many people mention the insane grinding. Now, before I go any further, I do want to mention the origin of the material grinding that we had is based on AQ World farming. The difference between the two is the difference between the games. AQ World, it's static farming. You're not moving. There's not a lot of mobility in AQ Worlds, so it's pretty much stationary combat. And you can take out enemies extremely fast in AQ Worlds. You can't in AQ3D. Where it fell, where the problem between the two transitions was that it wasn't taken into consideration the mobility of AQ3D and the fact that the combat is much harder in AQ3D compared to in AQ World. So it's the time issue. In AQ World, I can get the ungodly reavers in a very short amount of time. Not very short, but in a short amount of time. Compared to in AQ3D, I would be spending at least double the time, if not more than that. It probably would be more like 3 times the amount of time just to get it. So that's where it became an issue, is the time factor. That became a major problem with this, and the reason why AQ World grinding does not work in AQ3D. So next we have, I'm hoping for a more nostalgic end of the Nulgath saga, maybe a Dage versus Nulgath war or something with choosable sides and gear sets for each. Items. I really liked how the Hanzo armor looks in AQ3D, so I'm very glad that it'll be obtained in the game. The plot's also interesting. When I started this saga, I didn't think it'd be so exciting and large scale. So good luck to the devs. What we really look forward to about the upcoming Nulgath update is the end of this ridiculous amount of time grinding for those endgame gears for stats and cosmetics. Hope Arctix switches to get better sets and items from killing boss drops, not by grinding too much mats. And this is also another issue that I have seen repeatedly over the course of a year or so, probably more, is the lack of drops. We do not have a lot of drops in the game, and every year that goes by, we seem to get less and less and less of them. With the recent Ravenspire update that we got, it had a lot of drops, and I'm hoping this is the direction that devs are going to be going from now on. More drops, less crafts. I hope we get the new items via challenge boss raid drops like in Sansi. Again, somebody mentioned drops. This is something else. An end to the ludicrous grinds. And like I said, there's several people that will be mentioning this. So this is obviously something a lot of people are upset about. A good story with a short grind, again, for best in slot gear would be nice. to finish the story and get the rest of Deja's soul back. So another person mentioning the story, so it's up there. It'd be awesome if they make related stuff to Dragon Ball like their clothes. I'm a Dragon Ball fan, so I'd love to see that, but that's not really in tune with the Nulgath saga. The characters, they're the only thing giving me joy in this game. Really? That's interesting. I would like that all the items of AQ World also show in AQ3D, for example, the Necrotic Sword of Doom. But before that, the storyline of good and evil and the story of Drakath. For me, it makes the game more fun to play if AQ World can replicate all. I love seeing AQ World stuff in AQ3D too. I'm looking forward to more Gold Raven videos regarding the updates. Well, I'll be keeping you up to date on it. Items in general, don't mind if they come from AQ World or not, would like a few like the Ungodly Reavers and a few others, but I want some new items as well. Okay, cool. While I would like the story, I would also like the items more. Equipment alternative to the quest grinding. You can't progress the story if you aren't well equipped to fight the troubles ahead. If you want to grind the same quest to craft a powerful gear just to progress in your story, then it means you're stuck for a while doing these quests. I honestly would like if they add some items through raids like they did with Atlantis. Okay. All I want was just a cool looking items with a not long grind. That's all I want from the Nulgath finale. So that's another person who mentions that. I think the endgame Nulgath items are meant to be very grindy by design. It would make the most sense if they keep the same level for the finale and then make the new sagas a lot less grindy. Let's see what they do. So we'll have to wait and see. A good story as secondary and primary, here we go, shorter grinds. This is a big thing. I would have to say a large portion of the community feels this way. And a dungeon with good mechanics. Interesting. I want an interesting or out there boss fight. Okay, that could kind of tie in with, you know, a dungeon type thing, but we'll have to see. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to be facing Nulgath in some form of challenge, so I'll be very surprised if we don't. Waiting for an end for the long grind system. It's absurd. Just played some Skyrim recently. Why not give us the freedom to slot whatever skills we want for a class like the cross skills? Okay, well, that's not quite on the Nulgath finale thing, but that would be nice. Looking forward for it being the end of it. Okay. The entire Nulgath saga in AQ3D was a huge disaster roller coaster. I'm happy they decided to end this November so that they can focus more on polishing and fixing all the game problems rather than adding useless weekly updates and pointless nerf. I'm completely fine if they delayed long for a new main saga as long as the game quality's good again. So, okay, we'll have to see. Thanks for your feedback. Easier method to grind like Nulgath larvae. Like I said, grinding it's the focal point of what a lot of these people are mentioning. I voted on story, but I want to see the armors too. My vote is 50-50 on each. End of the grind. There we go. I've completely given up. Logging in for my daily chest, done buying DC. The grind has literally made me not want to play anymore. Now I just chill and hang out with guildmates. That is unfortunate. I just want to enjoy the game again. Grinding the anomaly weapons, not fun at all. I look like the dad in Coraline movie while grinding. If they introduce a new power creep that you have to grind more than the current anomaly weapons, I don't know anymore, man. Oh boy. So it's evident people don't want the grind. How do I get better gear? I can't beat the Keymasters. A fast way of doing that would be to go to the House of Oddities, interact with a guitar you'll see it on the floor up against a wall, and that'll take you to the Skull Island place where there are pirates on that island that drop scaled gear. That would be the best option, or at least the easiest option to get gear, and then you should be able to beat the Keymasters. I did not like the dungeon layout with the Keymasters and all the enemies drawing aggro instantly. I didn't like that design at all. It was not fun remotely for me on my alt or on my main account. So I know how you feel. Nothing really. So this person's not really looking forward to anything. Nulgath has been such a snorefest that I can't wait for them to finish it and never touch it again. I want them to return to their pre-Nulgath days. Ever since Sand Sea came out, we've been just getting rehashed content with ludicrous grinds attached to them and DC cosmetic packs. Player housing or faster XP? Well, that's not really Nulgath related. I'm looking forward to it too, but If Vayne the Void King was back and joining Nulgath and Dage fight in the show on the finale, that would be really cool, actually, to have Vayne there. A boss fight. So we have several people mentioning a boss fight that they're looking forward to. Nulgath freaks me out. Good story would be nice. And this person said, I agree. I want the intense final boss with its build up. So yeah. And this person says, who cares about story? We need items. That's kind of funny. A new class. Well, we are going to be getting a new class for sure. Raids. Another person who mentioning raids. And this person said, please, devs, make it less for the love of God. I'm begging you, stop the agony, less grinds for items. So, like I said, that was the focal point. Many people mentioned less grinds on that. What do you guys think? What are you looking forward to in the upcoming Nulgath finale? If you did not vote on this, or if you did not post a comment and you would like to have your feedback heard, post it. I definitely read all the comments, and I like to see what the community is saying in regards to updates on AQ3D and, of course, any other game they make. So let me know in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.